What is the difference between E plane and H plane? So in the first session, in the first class, I explained about the magnetic field. That means if a current is flowing through a conductor, means what? An electric field is going to exist in the vertical plane. Electric field is going to exist in the vertical plane. How is the magnetic field is going to exist? According to Ampere's law, remember Ampere's law? The magnetic field is going to be perpendicular to the current carrying conductor. That means if current is flowing in this direction, means electric field is in the vertical direction, then the magnetic field is always going to be along a plane which is perpendicular to the electric field, Therefore, electric field will be on the vertical axis, magnetic field is on the horizontal axis. Therefore, the component where the magnetic field is allowed to transmit is called as H plane. The component where the electric field is normally used to get transmitted is called as E plane. So therefore there are two kinds of the components we have called as E plane T and H plane T. In the H plane T, the magnetic field flowing through all the ports are going to be horizontal, or we can say that the magnetic field is always going to be in the same direction. Therefore, H plane T is called as a current junction. How can we say H plane T as a current junction? See, from the Ampere's law, we have discussed as integral of H dot dl is equal to I for a closed surface. That means if you take a closed surface like this, if H is the magnetic field, and if you consider a differential length dl, if you multiply this dl with H over the entire circular region, we are going to get a current flowing through a wire. That means the current flowing through a wire is equal to what? Integral of H dot dl. That means if there is the existence of magnetic field, we say there is the existence of the current. Therefore, we say that for H plane T, it is simply called as a current junction. Now, electric field is opposite to the magnetic field. Opposite in the sense perpendicular to the magnetic field. Therefore, this junction, the junction between 1, 2 and 3 is simply called as voltage junction. We simply call it as voltage junction. In the case of E plane T, we get a current junction. In the case of H plane T, we get a current junction. In the case of E plane T, we get a voltage junction. Therefore, it is simply going to transmit signal in the vertical plane. That means here, so for example, if you take up something like this is port number 3, this is port 1, this is port 2. Now, how the signal is getting transmitted? Let us suppose the directional electric field is in this direction. And this field will be propagating in the same fashion. Now, here, what happens now? After it comes here, the signal is going to take various paths, is going to get reflected like this. Now, see this carefully. The electric field lines are opposite from one end to two poles. That means if you apply input at port 3, what output you are going to get from port 1 and port 2? It is something like S31 is equal to S32. It is exactly same as the magnetic field except the change in the phase. What is the phase here? Phase is going to be opposite phase. Therefore, I write this as minus of S2. That means here this E plane is always going to have what? Produce output which is going to be of same value but with opposite phase. In the case of H plane T, it is going to produce output from the collinear ports whose amplitude is going to be same and phase is also going to be same. Okay. So this is what the basic difference between the E plane T and H plane. Right? Now, once again, to do the analysis, first of all we should get the S matrix. So once we get the S matrix, we say that it is nothing but the characteristic matrix of the E plane. So to get the S matrix, what is required? We require compulsorily 4 properties of the S matrix. So what is the first property we are going to have? First property is going to be S is always going to be a square matrix, where N is going to be the number of ports. Now how many ports I have here? How many ports I have here? How many ports? Port 1, port are called as collinear ports. What is the meaning of collinear ports? Similar kind of ports. Similarity is going to exist in the operations. That means if you apply input from port 1 or if you apply input from port 2, you will be getting the output from other port with the same value. Right? If the provided if the input is same, input same and output will be same also. Therefore, it is called as collinear ports. I can use them interchangeable. I mean to say, like here I give this port number 1, this has port number 2. Or I can give this as port number 1, this as port number 2. Nothing wrong with that. But coming to E-plane, what is the number I should give to E-plane? Port 3. It should not be port 1, it should not be port 2. Right? So it should be compulsory given with another number other than these two. Therefore, always these two are going to be either port 1 or port 2. This is always going to be port 3. So therefore, it is going to be called as a 3-port device. Port 1, port 2, port 3. Therefore, I am going to have a 3 by 3 matrix. So I should write this matrix as a 3 by 3 matrix. Now what is 3 by 3 matrix? S11, S12, S12. Right? Similarly, S21, S22, S2. Third row, first column, third row, second column, third row, third column. What is the meaning of this suffix? First row, first column, first row, second column, first row, third column. Similarly, second row, first column, second row, second column, second row, third column. Accordingly, I will write the S matrix for all the 3 ports by using the first property called as square matrix property. So always it is going to be a square matrix. Now second property is going to be what? Is going to be what? Symmetry property. What is symmetry? We are going to interchange rows with columns in the case of the symmetry matrix. So interchanging rows with columns is what I can do now. Sij is equal to Sj. What is that I did there? What is that I did there? I interchanged I and j. Then it is going to hold good the equality symbol. The equality symbol is going to hold good for that particular interchanging of rows and columns. Therefore, I can say it is going to be Sij is equal to S3j. Accordingly, I can write S23 is equal to S3. Can I write this? What is that I am doing now? I am interchanging the rows and columns. Right. Accordingly, I can simply put it for all the S parameters which are there in this particular S matrix. In this particular